Like most things, it was a problem that I created for myself. A couple of days after I wrapped up the pickup comparison using the AlNiCo magnets as the basis for the difference between the sounds, I just kept thinking about how much I liked the sound of those AlNiCo 3 pickups in the SX guitar. It wasn't that it was the wrong sound for that guitar, it was that it was the wrong guitar for that sound. And I know a little something about that because I have another guitar that has the wrong sound. And as a result, it's only been used one time in the last 6 months. And that clip was pre-recorded. I've tried at least 50 different presettings. I've tried custom tuning different amp simulations and pedals. I've changed pickup height, changed filters, I've changed strings. But one thing I haven't done is get over the fact that this guitar just doesn't sound right. So there's really only one thing left for me to do, and that is to correct both mistakes and finally finish Jimini. I love this guitar. It was one of the first ones to join the Miniverse. You may notice something different, not the face fur. When he first hit my dining room table last summer, he had a rosewood fingerboard. I ordered a special edition Squier Mini Strat at the same time for the maple neck that would be donated for the cause. That guitar would have imaginary problems of her own, but I would deal with that later. Don't worry, she turned out okay. Can we please focus? My point is, Jimini would go through a lot of changes over the next 6 months. Which is how we ended up here, on the table, side by side, with the guitar that sounded like Jimini ought to. Once upon a time, this would have been an undertaking started with fear and ending with frustration. But that was 6 months ago. This is just a simple pickup swap. The strings on the SX are new, so I just loosen them to the point where I can slide the pick guard out from underneath it, and then, just with a hot soldering iron, take the hot leads off of the switch. It took a little longer to take the grounds off the back of the volume pot because when I installed them, I really used way too much solder to hold those things in place. This is back when I believed that a little bit of solder was good, so a whole lot of solder was better. This new attitude makes life a little easier. After physically installing the pickups in Jimini, I used the solder that already exists on the back of the volume pot in order to secure the grounds for the new pickups. Then it's just a matter of connecting the hot leads from the pickup to the switch. You may have noticed the painter's tape on the inside of the pick guard. Before I disconnected the old pickups, I went ahead and wrote down the corresponding positions to the prongs on the back of the pickup selector. And I don't know if you wished upon a star, but for the first time in a long time, I actually got the pickups hooked up correctly.